So hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. This is Mel's Gaming here with another The Hunter Call of the Wild video. Now in this video I have a bit of an update for you guys on my Black Bear Great One grind. So I can now tell you guys that I have actually surpassed 3,500 black bear kills on this grind. I've been putting in a serious amount of time and a serious amount of kills, between 300 to 400 kills a day if not slightly more some days, and grinding for like 12 hours a day trying to get one of these things to show up. Unfortunately there has been no Great One showing up on my map just yet. Obviously this would be a very different video with a very different title and thumbnail if I had managed to find a Great One, but unfortunately it hasn't happened yet. But I do have some other trophies that have shown up on this grind in the past few days. Starting off with this beautiful level 6, which I knew was a rare, and I wasn't sure if it was a cinnamon or a blonde, but coming over here, it's definitely a blonde, and he actually makes gold at 19.5, which considering his estimate is a really high score, and I was just super happy that this guy actually made gold, as it meant that I'd be able to put him in the multi-mount with the mythical blonde that we got in the previous video, and I'd be able to have like a double gold blonde black bear multi-mount. Bit of a mouthful, but yeah, they are seriously stunning. I really do like the blondes. I think they're really pretty to look at. So having a multi-mount with two of them and both of them being golds, I thought would be pretty cool. So I was really happy when he actually made it. And it's always nice to see these rares showing up. It's just a nice thing to find as you're grinding along, putting in so many kills, you go a little while without finding anything, and it's always nice to see a rare show up. Now, speaking of rares, as you will see there, I just had a cinnamon bear run past me. Now, I was actually on my way to collect some bears I'd shot from the other side of this lake when this guy ran past me, a level 6 cinnamon. Now, all of the cinnamons I have had thus far on my grind have been too small to make gold. I had a couple of level 6s that were both silvers, and everything else has been level 5s or lower, or even females. So I was really hoping with this estimate that this guy would do the same as the blonde and actually make gold. And as he stands up here, I can see an opportunity for a lung shot from behind, and actually managed to put that shot into him, and he doesn't go very far before he drops. Really happy that I actually managed to make that shot and not just get clear spine. But as you'll see, I did actually get the spine and went through to the lung. And this guy does make gold at 19.20. So a little bit smaller than the blonde that we just had. But I was super happy as this is the first gold cinnamon that I've had. So now I've had a gold for 2 of the rares, and I just need to find a gold brown really to complete the gold trio of rares. But I've been having so many rares show up on this grind, more rares than anything else, by far. I can tell you guys now that I have had a total of 15 rares on this grind, which compared to my number of legendaries is a lot higher. And the rares are just really beautiful. I think for the black bear, the colour phases are just gorgeous. I'm kind of glad that these are a rare now, because they are just so beautiful. And it's nice to just be able to tax one and put it in your lodge without having to worry about, you know, if you're just doing diamonds and rares, it doesn't have to necessarily be a massive one, because it's still special to just find one in and of itself, no matter what the level is. But as you will see there, managed to drop another rare. This time it was a max weight level 7, and it's another blonde. This was actually on the same run as both the cinnamon and the gold blonde that we got at the start. These 3 were all on the same run, and I thought this is insane. I was going from one lake to the other finding rares, basically. I shot the gold level 6 first, then the next lake I went to I shot the gold cinnamon. Then a few lakes later I end up with this guy, a level 7 gold blonde, 20.8 scoring, really beautiful bear, and now I can put this one in the multi-mount with the level 8, which I just can't believe I'm getting so lucky with the rares. I don't know why. I'd like to see some more level 9s show up, but I'm happy to get rares. You know, like I said, these guys are really pretty. And it does still feel weird to call the colour phases, so the blonde, the cinnamon and the brown, rares, because of course they never used to be rares before Mississippi. But yeah, these guys are definitely rare now, and I really like them. I think that they are cool as being rares, and it gives black bears, a different element, and it's something else for people to hunt for. So in that way, it's cool, but it is still strange when, back in the day, these didn't used to be anything to write home about. But now that they are rare, they are a special trophy to actually find. And I do like it. I think that these are a rare now. They definitely look beautiful enough to be considered a rare in my books. And I love having them in the trophy lodge. Now, sticking with blondes, I could tell that when I was scanning around this lake that this bear here looked a little bit different than a normal bear. I wasn't sure, again, if it was a cinnamon, but I was pretty confident that I was looking at another blonde. Starting to get a little bit better at actually identifying the different rares when it's dark, which actually is a little bit trickier than you might imagine when you don't know what they all look like in the dark. You might think that the cinnamon would stand out, just as much, but they don't, which is why I was pretty confident that this would be a blonde, and it is. It's another blonde. Of course, this time it's just a bronze being a level 2 female, but it's another rare showing up on my grind. Now, as this is a rare female, I will mention again, I do personally kill every single bear I come across, whether it's big, small, male or female. If it's a black bear, it gets shot on my map, and it's been working pretty well for me, as I've said, with, 15 rares and a few legendaries. And I've tried a couple of other things in the meantime, and nothing has produced any more trophies than what I've been doing anyway. So I am just sticking with my method of shoot everything and hope for the best. And yeah, it seems to be paying off. So hopefully eventually I'll get that beautiful level 10 to show up. But now for an encounter that I didn't think I'd end up having. This was really, really cool. So you guys will have seen I got a warning call from a male black bear, and I started to stalk up here, and I just thought, this is taking too long. I'll just run at it and shoot it as it's running away. I've got the 300. It doesn't matter to me getting full score unless it's a level 9. And yeah, this happened. So this can happen very, very rarely, and it seems to be almost if you make some of the predator species, it's almost like if you make them jump. If you get really close to them and then they spook, then sometimes they can go aggressive. But a lot of people don't know that this is actually possible. But things like lions can do this as well. If you get too close, sometimes they will go aggressive. And to see that with a black bear was so, so cool. It's so rare. I had only ever heard people talk about it, never seen it myself in game before. So actually getting to see that and actually get to record it to show you guys and prove to you guys, yeah, they can go aggressive if you get the right circumstances, was just really cool. Now on screen, as you will see, we have a level 9 running away from me. But unfortunately, it has the most terrible estimate. If you look at the estimate, it's 20 to 22. Now, black bears make diamond at 22.8. So to make diamond, this guy would have to score at the very top end of his estimate. And unfortunately, I was pretty confident he wasn't going to score that. So I waited for him to calm down, took a shot as he was walking there, and like I said, I was pretty confident with that estimate he probably wasn't going to make it, and unfortunately he ends up being a 22.50, which I've had mythicals that have scored this high, so this is a very, very small level 9. A little bit unfortunate, but as I've said in all my previous grinds, I'm not necessarily looking for diamonds. I'm looking for that level 10. But if I'm seeing max levels, whether they troll or make diamond, it feels encouraging just to see the max level pop up. Something made this guy spawn as a level 9 rather than as a level 8, and in my head that's a comforting sign that maybe things are going well. So I was really happy to actually see that, even though it was a troll. And that's why it's in this video, because it still felt like something good that happened. And like I say, I'm not necessarily looking for a million diamond black bears, so as long as I get the trophies and, whether it's trolls or diamonds and rares along the way, it just feels like a little bit of encouragement to keep you going as you're going through this grind. Now, as you will have seen there, I shot a group of 4 different black bears, and as I ran over to the other side of the lake to claim them, one of them was actually a cinnamon level 2 female. Now, in the dark, I could not see that that was a cinnamon, I just thought they were all commons, so it was actually quite a nice surprise when I came around the other side of the lake to actually pick them up, to see the bright red fur of a cinnamon actually on the ground. I was actually really happy. It's sad that it wasn't the level 5 male, but at the end of the day, if it had been the level 5, I probably wouldn't have taxed it anyway. It's just nice to see another rare, and of course I am getting a few rare females every now and again, because I am shooting males and females. And it's funny, because I have had not very many rare females and a lot of rare males, so it's been pretty good in terms of the rares I've been getting, to be honest. So having a rare female show up every now and again doesn't really faze me. Now, there you will have just seen me shoot another level 2 female as it was sort of walking towards the edge of the lake here. And I also shot the level 5 male as it was trotting past. So I'm now going to fast travel back to the other side of the lake where I have this tent, and we'll pick up both of these black bears. Now, the level 5 is nothing special, he is just a level 5 common. Managed to get a liver shot on him, which is why he went down nice and quickly. But as I picked up the female, I noticed that it was actually a brown, which again, this is now a rare. It is one of the 3 rare colour phases for these guys, and this was actually the second brown I've ever shot. The other one was, I think, a level 5 or a level 4 male. So yeah, I was actually quite happy to see this. Again, breaks up the monotony of common as you're going through, or rather I should say, you know, the dark and the black fur type, and, you know, all the common fur types that they do have. Seeing the rares pop up is nice as you're going along, like I said, just breaks things up a bit. But that is going to be it for this video, guys. I'm sorry that it's a bit of a shorter one. I haven't had a whole ton of trophies in the past few days, but I have been working really hard. I'm hoping that eventually I can get one of these things to show up and be able to show you guys in a video a beautiful, great one black bear. I'm really hoping that eventually one will show up, and yeah, I'm just going to keep going until hopefully one shows up. So I'm sorry if it's very heavily featuring black bear content at the moment on my channel, but it kind of just goes with the territory of when you're grinding this hard, it's going to be black bear trophies all the time. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully one will show up and it won't take too much longer. You know, 3,500 kills is still quite a lot. But I've just got to hope, and that's all I can do is just hope that one shows up. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it as always, and all your support, everything you do, guys. It does mean the world. I say it all the time, but it really does. And yeah, your guys' support during this grind has been amazing, and I really do appreciate it. It really does mean a lot. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.